Funding wallets on TapTapSend. Step 1. Click on Create Ghana Cedi Wallets below when you open the app. Step 2. Enter amount of your choice in Ghana Cedis. Step 3. Click on the Confirm and Fund wallet below to confirm. Step 4. Your wallet has been successfully funded. Step 5. Enter amount of your choice in Ghana Cedis. Step 6. Select or add new recipient. Step 7. Choose wallet as payment method. Step 8. Click on the Pay with Wallet below to confirm. Step 9. Your transaction is successful.
Everybody check now. Check it. Check it. Check it. Check it. The beat is real. Don't wait, make it kill ya. Get your green select glucometer and check it. Sugar level, check it. 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 Green select glucometer. Check it. Check it. Check it. Check it. Sugar level, check it. 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 Select glucometer. Everybody check now.
This advert has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
I've been so cool. Massive cash out with Aviator on Parimatch. Charlie, visit parimatch.com.gh now and enjoy showdown odds and amazing offers on your favorite sports, jackpot and casino game. Play with Parimatch and get up to 500% Pari Boost bonus to win big like a boss. Parimatch, the game is yours. This advertisement is vetted and approved by the Gaming Commission of Ghana. Bet responsibly. No under 18. Gaming can be addictive.
For the past days, so many things have been happening or going on in our showbiz space. And as a matter of fact, there are some of them that no matter what, even if it takes 11 years for me to be settled to talk about them, I will surely spend some quality time to address some of these issues, because I feel that there are some things, if you just allow people to put out lies, finally, it becomes the truth. And if you have life, if you have the platform, if you have the skill to always debate and counter some of these lies that people are putting out, why should we keep quiet? Never. We don't have to keep quiet in any way. We have to also talk our talk. And I keep telling you that we will talk. We would address them. We will surely respond to them. Take it or leave it. It is the order of the day, and we will sure do it. This is the editorial here on Sammy Flex TV, and I have something that I want to address. It is about a post that one industry person, he is a music executive, he is an event person, he has been contributing to our showbiz industry for some time now. In fact, nobody can take away his contribution. Doing the executive job, as in putting his money into production and management of artists. He has been managing artists and brands for a whole lot of years. He's around still. I'm not sure he's even gotten enough profit or benefit from all these investments that he's done. But fortunately for you and I, he has not given up. Unfortunately for him, despite the losses, he is still doing what he's got to do. His name is Enoch Ejapon. Many call him Vim Crew. He is a loud voice on social media platform Facebook, as well as on some radio platforms as a pundit. He put out something that I would want to elaborate on. Something that, in fact, when I saw the post at first, I shared it and said, I agree with some of your points. Of course, it is not everything he wrote in there that I would have 100% agreement with him. But I think a larger part of the piece I agreed to most of the points that he raised, and I promised that I will be throwing spotlight on some of them here on this platform. And I think now time is right for us to do it. So if you are here, join me on this journey and let's go hard. I'm doing this with Digital Rasta. He is also called Currency, who does my camera for me. And Richie Flex is the editor-director of the show. And you out there, remember to also be a part of that by subscribing to us and waiting for every good content that we put out there. 2 platforms or 2 entities are still with us. Tap Send. It is a money transfer app. Download it on your phone today. Tap Send and put in the promo code SammyFlex after putting in all the necessary details so you can start sending money with ease. It is reliable, it is safe, it is fast, and everybody is talking about Tap Send. They also have the wallet for people in the UK. You change your pounds into cedis and it's in your wallet. So anytime you want to do transaction in cedis, you don't have to go look for any pounds. Just go straight to the wallet, and the one in cedis you wire. Maybe you want to come to Ghana to relax small and don't want to carry pounds on you. The money in your wallet can be used here in Ghana as part of your holidays. Parimatch.com, Parimatch Bet is an app for bet lovers. If you want to make money from any of these betting platforms, this time around there is a new one in town. Parimatch.com, Parimatch GH. Get the app now, and also remember to use all the promo codes available for you so you can double your money and your bonuses so you can make some more money. For those who are lover of aviator, it is some AV. If you like sport, it is some SP. And if you want the general welcome with 200% bonus, it is some SP and or some 200, rather, some 200, and you are good to go. So make some money. The more you make money, the more I would also be fine, because you still spend some of these monies on me, indirectly and directly as well. Now, let's go into the piece. He actually titled the piece, "The Senseless Behavior of Gatekeepers Attacking Artists is Bad for Industry." That is how he tackles the piece as the headline. Of course, I admit the headline is hard, biting. It is one that someone will say, oh, why this way? Why are you not being polite with it? He decided to go this way. The senseless behavior of gatekeepers attacking artists is bad for industry. Now let's see how best we can read this briefly, and I'll come back to break down some of the points. So let's read the points here. It says, some of the reasons we used to fight Baba Sadiq in the past was because of the way he would attack or go hard at artists when an issue popped up, and we can give you the examples of Baba versus Shatta and Baba versus King Promise. We believe that as gatekeepers or industry leaders, it is wrong to attack brands in the open, especially when we have access to them 24/7. It is like having a problem with your wife and fighting her in public when you can actually fix it in the bedroom with 2 rounds. Reason why we were against such behavior is that as an industry player, you might need these same brands to run a show in future. And if you dirty it, how do you go back to use it effectively? Fact is, no sensible industry washes its dirty linen in public. Baba has really changed. In this case, Baba Sadiq has really changed that aggressive style and has learned to play the fatherly role of a gatekeeper, accommodating and trying to fix all sorts of nonsense from his children instead of being part of the fight. Another Samuel Beidu, who is a veteran in this industry, has for years attacked and continued to attack artists as if he had some industry kiddie. As if he be some industry kiddie. From Shatta Wale is inconsistent to Shatta is a fool to calling medical childish on TV and recently attacking brother Sammy simply because Sammy was fooling around his fellow artists. One of Arnold's excuse for acting like a kiddie is that he won't sit for any brand to attack him, forgetting that gatekeepers like him, who were supposed to be leaders, were the ones who rather started attacking these artists years ago, simply because they had access to microphones as pundits. Let me ask you, how many times have you heard an artist go into a studio to do a diss song for a gatekeeper? But for years, these gatekeepers have sat on radio and TV to attack brands unnecessarily in the name of punditry until these brands had enough and started responding, and obviously their response would have more venom and popularity since we, the same gatekeepers, have already popularized them. Let's leave Arnold here for now and come back to him later. We've all heard and watched Kwesi Aboagye and Andy Dusty on radio openly attack brands, and we all saw how aggressive they became after receiving their response in equal measure. These big men deserve a lot of respect, and we expect a lot of respect from them as well. The last one we'll talk about is Slim DJ, which will make it brief. Dude is really misbehaving, and I don't think he got the message from Nana Kwame Jan to stop fooling. In fact, Kwame told Andy Dusty to tell his Kumasi brother to stop fooling, but it seems the fooling they sweet him pass. Two artists as in Shatta and Stone are doing their own beef, and you get a gatekeeper who is supposed to play a neutral role, rather taking sides and openly insult one for views and likes. What kind of leadership is this? Or everything now is about views and likes. Maybe he should become an artist so he can engage in the beef properly, because we don't see how a responsible gatekeeper will always want beef artists for clout. Slim be my guy, but this kind of behavior, no be guy. In conclusion, all we are saying is that gatekeepers have specific fatherly roles to play, and as such must act responsibly instead of the open display of unnecessary insults against artists, followed by sabotaging these artists, which goes a long way to hurt industry. Shatta has been nominated for Ghana Music Awards, USA, and Arnold is a board member, so obviously the public will know Arnold stands because of his open bias against Shatta, and this does not augur well for the award scheme and industry as a whole. We can do better, so let's do better. If anyone in this post feels offended, he or she can go and hug an ECG Doomsaw transformer. Hashtag Gbemi Gatekeeping. I know my Enoch. I know him. He will surely bring his Gbemi thing at the end. As to what it means, let's leave it to those who understand Ga, or those who can speak Ga fluently. If you cannot speak Ga, leave it and let it pass. Don't even bother to go and look for the meaning of Gbemi industry or Gbemi gatekeeping. Let's leave it and let it stay. Now, let's come back to the substance. Someone will say the meat of the story. And that is where I said I agreed with him on countless occasions in this particular piece. Now, let's start this way. Enoch points out that as an industry, no matter what, we are in one box. Take it or leave it. We are all in one box like that. Everybody put together, from media people, from the musicians to comedians to this to that. We are in the same box. So we play our play. Every action done by the other affects the other person as well, because we are in the box. When I start fire, you might not be very close to the box, but when I start fire and you are in it, you will still feel the heat. Same way, when I start something cold, you will still feel the cold. So as an industry, whatever one does is another man's wahala. So he comes on to say that we have industry people, aka gatekeepers, who are almost at loggerheads with talent almost every day. On social media, they are fighting them. On their radio and TV platforms, they are fighting them. Go on their channels, they are fighting them. Like at every point in time, it is boot for boot between these people. Now, knowing that openly you have fought this guy, that everybody knows that, hey, you have had issues with this guy. You have issues with him. In fact, all your actions and your inactions have proven that you are not in good terms with him. All your actions and inactions have proven that when he comes up against any other person, you will not choose him. Because openly, you've chosen other people that we all see. Openly, you fought him that we all see. Openly, we see how your biases have been showing in everything you do openly. Yes, everybody has a bias. In fact, Sammy Flex, I have my bias. Every individual has biases, so that I won't hide it. No time for fooling again. Anybody, everybody, me, I'm biased, you are biased. Therefore, at every point in time, if we are going to do anything that our biases are likely to affect our judgment, then there is a question mark. A big question mark. So now this is what Enoch Ejapon is saying. You are a gatekeeper. You've been fighting talent. You are a gatekeeper. You've been insulting talent. You're a gatekeeper. We all know you're biased against some people. And unfortunately for you, or fortunately for you, if you happen to be at a position where decisions are made, in fact, your guess is as good as mine. Exactly so. So if today, me, I have an issue with an artist. If today, me and an artist, we've been going back and forth, going at each other all the time, and one day, I get the opportunity to be on a board, as a board member, and I have to decide on the fate of the artist and other people, once again, your guess is as good as mine. You know definitely where my vote will go to. Now, if I'm also an artist, and I have to be a part of a project, and that project, I know you are part of the project, and I also know that me and you, our relationship is sound. You know how I'll think of you. You know how I'll assume you will treat me. And now nobody should come and tell a lie, if they are professionals. No matter how professionals they can be, or they want to be, or they are, bias is something that you cannot overcome. Yes, there is no way as I sit here, I get any opportunity anywhere, and when I know people around me who can do it, I'll say, oh no, when I have the power. Never. That is the bias I'm talking about. I'll consider them first. Unless maybe I don't have the power. But if I have the power, I'll consider them first before any other person, unless they can't do it. So it is the same thing we are talking about. That particular gatekeeper, pandit, who has that power to decide, and you think he's going to look at that guy that he's been supporting openly, not to be rewarded, knowing that the guy is also expecting some favor from him. And that is where the danger comes. The guy knows how you have been favoring him. So knowing that you are there alone makes him comfortable. Oh, there's my guy, he's there. Definitely, I'll enjoy some favor. So you also want to satisfy him. And we all know your issues, your squabbles with this guy. So the guy, one, is not even expecting you to help him. Same way, in your doing, you also don't want to do it to help him. I know how we do it in Ghana. Boot for boot, tit for tit, eye for eye. That's how we do it. So Enoch's advice, very timely. I see people like DJ Slim. I see him going about attacking artists left, right, and center. This guy, I've seen him around some events, both home and abroad. I've seen him around some people who take decisions. Now imagine, me, you call me. You want me to play a show with you. You want me to do whatever thing with you. And I see some of these people around you. Definitely, you know how I would think. I'm human. My instincts will tell you that where you are going to, you might not be fully welcome. So stay guard. So I will come in over defensive, or I might not come in at all. And do you know what it means? It means business line broken. And who broke the business line? Someone decided to break the business line because a fight that he was not part of, or an argument that he was not part of, he decided to own the argument and fight for one of the people who were argumenting. Yes, that's how it is. And that is what Enoch Ejapon is talking about. That these same artists that we've been demeaning, denigrating all over on our platforms, we get to some positions and we want to use the same people to decorate what we are doing. So the artists that you've been insulting, the artists that you've been denigrating, the artists that you've been doing everything to lower his or her brand. You do an award scheme, you do a project, and they still want to put the same artist on. What value do you expect the artist to bring on? That guy you've said he's nothing, he's useless, he's nobody. That guy you said he has nothing to offer because he's not this, he's not that. Today, the same project that you are doing that you want a recognition for that project, the guy you labeled as useless and good for nothing guy, you still put him on your shows, in your award schemes, on your project. Now, who is the one misbehaving, or who is the one fooling, to say the least? Who is the one fooling? Is it the artist or you, the person who is taking the decision? Because as much as I know, when there is a wise person and there is a foolish person, and you know that, oh, this guy is wise, this one is foolish, I know many people will not go for the foolish person. Nobody. Many, at least, will go for the wise person because everybody wants to play with the wise. That's what they say. They say, oh, Jimmy for bar something, something, something. There is a tree like that. That will be a person or Jimmy for, but or yeah, one day will be anybody agro, something like that. Nobody wants to give birth to a fool. But when you give birth to a fool, many people would want to play with your foolish child. And that is what is happening. And Eneko Japan put a spot on. Because I see some of these things around. He was able to mention a name like Another Samabedu. Of course, we have seen for the past days or for the past years and months, Arnold and Shatawale clashes. In recent times, we saw how he came hard at Medica and all those things. That's fine. But once again, how will the artist be comfortable to know that, oh, this guy that I have an issue with like this and that, if today he is on a board, he is the chairman of the board, if today he's the decision maker of the board, what is my fate? What is my chance? In fact, it comes with some trembling. It comes with some fear. The artist, because of some of these issues, might not even have the vim and the vigor to show gratitude, to be part of it, to show excitement, to be part of it, because he knows that he'll be mafiaed in the long run. He knows that one day he might be disgraced because of a certain biases that are likely to play against him. That is what has been going on. I sit here asking myself, why? For how long are we going to kill ourselves? For how long are we going to wash our dirty linen in public? And when we are done, we still iron it, put it on, and we go to important places with it. It is not funny anymore. Sometimes when you are not with the artist, you might think some of these things, they are just play. They are not. Enoch has been with artists, so he understands it. Personally, he's had issues with me since when I was doing active media. Then, I think maybe now understanding more. Because when you come closer to the artist and you know their realities, you start having sympathy for them. When you come closer, you start moving there, you know their realities, how they are struggling to make it look good, how they are struggling to break through, how they are using all resources, strength, and everything left in them to push. And you see people who are sitting elsewhere comfortably, making money from these names and still denigrating their brands. It is hurtful, it is painful. And that's how it is. These people are making money from their brands, yet they still want to spoil it again. There are some people, until they mention a name like Shatawale, their platforms are dead. There are some people, until they bring their conversation around Shatawale, nothing happens for them. Yet, instead of them to value such a brand, no, they rather poo-poo on the brand and feel good about it. Eneko Japan has given us a word to the wise. Now, you've understood it. I've explained it to you. If you're a gatekeeper and you are watching this, and you know that whatever you are doing, you are going out of your profession or your ethics to misbehave, think about it, advise yourself. And if you're a talent and some people are also messing you up in the name of gatekeeping and being owners of platforms, advise yourself. One day, when such people come to you for any negotiations, think about how you deal with them. I'll end it here. My name is Sammy Flex. Subscribe to us, drop your commentaries, and let's do more. I've told you now that God being so good, our power is stable. We are back to duty, and we don't want to slow at all. I'll see you when I see you. Subscribe to us, drop your commentaries. Special thanks to Digital Rasta Currency, who did our camera for us, Richie Flex, editor, director of the show. Tap, send, and parimatch.com. Be good until we meet again. We're out of here. Bye-bye.